I'm running away from the past I left behind. I'm looking for answers, but I'm blinded by the lights. I'm lost in the music, and I stay here for the night. I promise I'll be gone in the morning, out of sight and out of mind. No blind, out of sight and out of mind. No standing still. It's like you're stuck in a nightmare, but you keep doing it for the thrill. Well, this is reality, you only live it once, so wake up from your dream. But just for tonight, let the lines get blurred, let your thoughts be free, let your thoughts be free.
Hello everybody, welcome to the United Stand with me, Mark Goldbridge. How's it going, lads? You notice how they both do it? Hello everybody! Fucking hell. I'll be completely straight with you. I've only decided to do this stream in about half an hour ago. You can ask Jason. I can even play the voice message. I just felt the need to just stream this, because I keep saying this. Watch-alongs for this channel are here if something important is affecting myself, Jason, or you, the elite FPL community. And that news with Gabriel out means that I'm going to be doing a kanji in for Gabriel. That's going to be done. And if Eze, as I discussed in the video this morning, if Eze doesn't do anything tonight, or he just looks near, I'm hitting the wild card. It's as simple as it gets. I'm going to be hitting the wild card tonight, and I think it will be basically it is a tough one between Onana and the Spurs goalkeeper. I would be a hypocrite to say keep Onana, but it would be Chilwell, Akanji, Estupinan. It will be Saka, Sterling, Foden, Rashford, and Mbeumo. Sterling, Rashford, Foden, and Mbeumo. I don't know if I can't even think about my maths now. That's how much of an idiot I am. Yeah, it'll be Rashford, Saka, Sterling, Foden, and Mbeumo, and then Haaland and Jackson up front. That's what I'm looking to be doing. That is pretty much going to be my wild card, I think. There's a small possibility I may go 3-4-3 and go down the route of Alvarez instead of Foden. I mean, I just seen FPL Rhinos on Twitter and he has put up a wildcard team. Very different. Very different. I like it. He's someone that seems to be a very maverick manager, and I think that for me, I want to attack Chelsea. I want to attack them, and I want to go on my own thought processes, which I'm not allowed to do apparently. Apparently, idiots in the comment section don't like the fact that I use my thought process. As Alex Vollo likes to say, why do these hindsight merchants come out? They all do it. They all do it. Same with this Gabriel stuff. It's funny how all the people that have got Saliba and they are now claiming that, well, Saliba was always the one. We said it was never Gabriel. Well, that's funny because I actually saw you in the Discord and I saw you in various Twitter conversations and various streams that you were going to be going Gabriel all along. And now all of a sudden it's, told you it should have been Saliba. You're speaking shit. Just admit your mistakes. I mean, move on. It's simple. You can't even do that. That's why me and Jason do these streams, because at least we've, as I keep repeating this line a million times, at least we've got the bollocks to sit in front of a poxy camera and chat about our mistakes and things moving forward and how it's going to affect the Elite FPL rivalry and how it's going to affect the mini leagues and so on and so forth. So I was thinking about this today when I did that, reflecting on last night's stream, and then I reflected on the video that I did. Because I listened into it when I went into central London today when I went to the zoo. Spent an hour there because it was a complete waste of time with about 500 million people there, so it spoilt my enjoyment. I couldn't even look at a gorilla without, look! Oh, it does my head in. Or just looking at a llama. Not the llama, but a llama. And someone's just going, look, he's a llama. Oh, shut up. You're a 40-year-old flaming woman. Get a grip of yourself. And then when I went back, got on a train, which on the Elizabeth line, which I thought was going to, it was going to Maidenhead, but I thought it was going to be stopping off at the station that I needed to get to. No. Explain why it was so quiet, because the Elizabeth line is usually packed, and I'm thinking, it's a bit weird. It seems a bit quiet. Oh, because you're not stopping anywhere apart from West Drayton. Brilliant. And then you're going on to Maidenhead. Yeah, so I've been out all day in the sun, which is good. Good for the skin. Oh, who tunes into this rubbish? And yeah, I just came home at about, what's it now, 7:30, approximately 5 o'clock-ish, 5:30-ish. Had a bit of food, crisps and chocolate, Dale. Not that Dale's watching this, but crisps and chocolate, Galaxy Bar, 125, from the local shop up the road, which I never knew even existed. Got that down my gob, and then I just cleared off outside for a quick walk. I thought, to hell with it, I'm going to go on Twitter at 10 to 7, and I know someone's going to be breaking the news. Hey presto, there it was, from Flapjack. The news that we were all been waiting for. Gabriel not starting. So I just thought, do you know what? I'm going to have to stream, and I'm just going to go with the old Eze watch, basically. Yeah, so It's going to be a long evening. I know it's going to be a long evening. It's going to be a very painful evening. I said this morning, from an unrealistic prediction, that Gabriel was going to get 2 points. So he's going to get 1. He's guaranteed to get 1. He's coming off the bench, so there's no point in looking at your bench and going, oh my God, I've got that player that's got X amount of points. Don't worry, he's coming on. Don't worry about that. Gabriel will be coming on for his 10-minute cameo. So Gabriel to get 1 point. Martinelli to, this is an unrealistic prediction, to get an attack and return. Saka to do nothing, and Eze to get a goal. Realistically, though, I don't know why. I just expect Martinelli to do something, and that's it. That's all I'm expecting. I expect Odegaard to do so. I've got my bets. Yeah, I don't gamble responsibly. I've got my bets for tonight. I may as well read them. I did these on Saturday. Martin Odegaard to score or assist. Eze to score or assist. Well, that can go in the bin. That was a gusto, because Jason brought him in. That can go. Oh, I also had Enzo Fernandez yesterday to score or assist. That went well. Nicholas Jackson to score or assist. That went well. Thanks, Jace. Cheers, mate. Yeah, it's Martin Odegaard and Eze then for tonight. If them two come through, I've basically broken even with my bets. I may have even made, ironically, a 50p profit. But certainly, it is going to be tonight Eze watch. I can't express how many times I'm going to be explaining that tonight. This is going to be the most boringest stream on the planet. So if you're in for constant interaction with the chat and wanting me to give you tactical insight, it ain't happening. Go and watch Mark Goldbridge. He's going to be streaming now, so clear off if you want to get proper insight. But if you want to watch a moron like me chatting absolute nonsense while watching Crystal Palace versus Arsenal, stick around. So yeah, it is going to be. I mean, I went with a close game tonight. I went with 2-1. It wouldn't surprise me if it ended 1-1. But I've gone with 2-1 officially in the Super Brew. I'm doing all right in that. One of the few things I'm doing okay at. The keyword being okay. But I went with 2-1 in that. History's going 3-1. Let's just hope for an entertaining game, is all I say. And I really would like it if Eze did come through with an attack in return, just so it stops me from hitting the wild card. Anyway, let's see what crap people are saying in the chat. There's loads of you. I can't even bother to go through it all, to be honest with you. Let's start with Patrick Colbert. Oh yeah, that reminds me actually. I'll get onto that in a minute. Hopefully Odegaard doesn't give me a reason to sell him before Fulham at home. Do not be selling Odegaard before Fulham at home. Anguilla is thinking Gabriel is going to Saudi Arabia. Evening, Natasha. Natasha has said that she wants to come onto the call-in for the preview show. She wants to talk about her wildcard team. Sounds like it's basically going to be the same as mine. Dilkington's saying he's loving all these streams. I'm not. Son of Sam saying, you're not getting DRB? No. Edgewell saying, I'm having a brain outage. If I'm -4, then wildcard, does it cancel it out? Yes, it does. Even if I was to take a -40 right now, if I just hit the wildcard, done. John R saying Edison and Kedevakanji, no. No. Forget it. I'm more trustworthy in a Kanji. Plus, I'll have a backup defender in cash on the bench, so I'll be happy with that. Hello, Madeline Tudor. Gabriel played 72 games in a row. TS is saying, surely they now know he wasn't nailed. Natasha is thinking that Sterling could be a really good option. Here we are, Dale. Patrick saying Gabriel was the one until 2 minutes before the game week deadline. Yep, Hindsight Merchants. Hindsight Steve Merchants. Hello, Paulie. Imagine if Saliba scores. Yeah, well. Yeah, brilliant. PK7 saying, really enjoyed the latest Total Steve podcast. Yeah, I've got two people, basically two friends that want to come on the show. We got Sarah, who wants to question why I hate women, even though she's the one that actually agrees with a lot of things I say. Like I say, how can I hate women? My mum's one. Oh, that's coming out tomorrow. The Office podcast. If anybody wants to listen to me chatting nonsense about The Office tomorrow, episode 2, all about David Brent and a smutty picture. I do not want to have that. I don't want Donna to be seeing me with two men doing that all over me. Oh my God. Sorry about that. It's your covering, mate. It's the way you covered for him. Max, good afternoon, Max. You're back from Japan. Every time I see your name, every time I just see anybody called Max, I just do, Max, is that you, Max? Is that really you, Max? It is me, yeah. How's it going? I don't believe it. It's really you, Max. Max and Paddy, if you don't know. Fantastic. In fact, go out your way to watch it if you've never. I remember Jason actually saying, do you know what? I actually checked out that Max and Paddy and thought it was really funny. Yeah, it is. Available on YouTube for free. Max, how's your bet going with animations? Patrick saying this early team news just kills the game. Hate all the leaks. So I was listening into Black Box, was it 2 weeks ago? When Mark Southerns came out with the potential possibility of doing the official deadline on the day before the first match, but you can still do captaincy and substitutions within your team before the first match. I just think get it done at deadline. Once the first match kicks off, that's when you do it. And I can already hear someone going, yeah, but we need the game updated. Why? You that much of a fucking loser that you need the game updated immediately to what? Look at your team and go, what's next week? Fuck me. Get a grip of yourself. At least that way, we've got all the information at hand to go, oh, that's the team, is it? At 7 o'clock. Cool. And then once the kick-off, that's it, done. We can't do anything. Can't do anything once the game kicks off. People are that desperate. That's the reasoning why people don't want it at the deadline. But the game takes too long. Does it really matter? Does it really matter? Just have a look in the mirror. Bloody hell. Mark Antwiga's here. Who was it that I saw in the comments the other day? Not the comments live, but it was on the video comments. Statman Kev. Bloody hell, a man from the past. Mark Antigua, the same. Rough start to the season. Yeah, join the club. Confused to what moves to make, so I'm just going to wait another week. Ask me and Jason. Apparently we know everything, according to some. Why are you doing a YouTube channel? You don't know anything about fantasy football. Did we say we do? Read the description of the channel. It specifically says, two fucking lads that love to talk about fantasy football. It's great. They've got an intense rivalry. That's all it's about. It's got nothing to do with telling you or anybody else what to do. Like I said, we've had this discussion before about fantasy football content. You either talk about the games, talk about what you got from the games, and then see how it affects our fantasy football teams, or you sit here, and I sit here going, who do I bench out of Estupinan and Chilwell? Please tell me. Mark Cassidy, don't recognise the name. If you are new around here, you know what to do. Unsubscribe. Where can I listen to the Total Steve podcast? Spotify. Just type in Total Steve and there it is. Or just follow me on Twitter if you can be bothered. Just to watch clips of the bill. Good evening, David Hamil. Yeah, so Natasha's saying your new job timings are doing you a world of good. No, they ain't doing me a world of good because it means I've got to do this. But you get to hear more from me. Sadly, yes. I get to annoy people even more. That's the funny thing. People actually... The thing is, you guys, you don't see some of the comments that I do. Forget the live chat. All the live chat is moderated by whoever can be bothered to be a moderator. Or who we've approved to be a moderator. They'll get rid of it. Or I'll see it and just get it gone. Or, more specifically in this case, I haven't even got the chat up on screen because... I don't even know why it's not even there. And I can already hear Jason going, you need to hit refresh. I've already done it 1,000 times, but it doesn't matter. Jason's practicing tonight, by the way. He's doing he's practicing for his band, so that's why he's not streaming. I did ask him if he wanted to stream with me tonight. And yeah. But in all seriousness, because of my new job, it means that I'm able to spend more time doing content and just annoy people. Because, yeah, going back to that, you don't see the comments on the YouTube videos. The amount of hate that I get is beyond paramount. It gets to the point where I think, I'll tell you what, I'll give you my address and come and meet me. Just come and meet me and say it to my face. And then we can have the conversation. Then we can have a conversation in person. It's like FPL Juice says. You know, Nick, he's not going to be watching this because he's on. No, he's not. He'll be back. But right, in fact, I'll be completely blunt with you. Tomorrow he's got Planet FPL on, so he's got my favourite podcast teaming up with a new channel that I enjoy, and this is how it's going to go. Right then, James. Apparently, you are an expert when it comes to Spurs. That's right. Yeah. I wouldn't go that far though, but yeah. So, Richarlison, do we bring him in? God, who watches this? In the John? In the animations? Edgeworth saying 50p's are the most underrated part of Elite FPL. Edgeworth is saying 3-2 Arsenal. Saliba 0.8 happening. Gravy Dave, this is a rare occasion we see you in the live chat. I will not be getting those points off the bench. Gabriel will be coming on. Gabriel is 100%, well, alright, a 99% chance he's coming on. I thought that was Will Offspray then. I thought Will Offspray was in the chat then. AW legend. Yeah, Wembley's round the corner, so I can't wait to wrestle at 8 All In if they invite me back. Well, he's there now. Wembley, my own territory, yeah. Danny saying, your team only needs a couple of tweaks, Steve. No need to play the wild card. Keep your 2 United players for game week 3. Well, I just said that I would be in my thing. Max saying I'm about 400 points behind animations already. RBS saying, Dave, is that really you? Whatever happened to James Bang? Well, an interesting story about James Bang. So as you all know, the cryptocurrency took an absolute massive hit, blah, 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 blah. And I don't know how long ago this was. I genuinely don't know how long ago this was. It was a while back. And Jason told me that he was in a meeting during a crypto meeting, and someone just went, do I know you from somewhere? And Jace was words to the effect of, I thought it was you, and it was James Bang. What is the chance of that? Some random Zoom meeting that Jason's having with his company, with another company, and James Bang was there. Incredible. Chris saying, I know it's early days. Do you think one of the Chelsea assets to captain against Haaland is worth it? No. This is the game week where everybody captains Haaland, he brings in a hat-trick or a double-digit scoreline, and that'll be it. I see that there are people... I see that there are people slating... what do we call it? Chelsea assets, but I saw enough for me to say I'm happy to have a minimum of 2 for their decent fixtures, and I really do think Sterling could be the one. I really do think Sterling could be, because remember in pre-season everybody's saying Sterling 7 million. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Sterling's only 7 million. Oh, here he is now. Here he is now at 7 million as the players... Oh yeah, no spoilers, by the way. Moderators, keep on top of that. No spoilers, please. Do you know what? I don't even know the Crystal Palace team. It would be hilarious if Eze wasn't starting. Here we are. Johnson in goal. Joel Ward. Joachim Anderson. Guay and Mitchell. Lerma and Decore in the AU, Eze and Schlupp, and Edward up front. So we're going with a standard 4-2-3-1. Who have they got on the bench? Nobody. Here we go. Here's the Arsenal's team that we already know. We've got Ramsdale in goal. Evening, Matty. Evening, Matty. Evening, Gary. Gary Halliwell. Thomas Partey, Ben White, Saliba and Tomiyasu. Oh, God, it'd be amazing if Crystal Palace score tonight. Odegaard, Declan Rice and Kai Havertz. And then we got Martinelli, Saka and Nketiah. Mr. Reed, if he's listening in, which I doubt, but if Mr. Reed's listening in, he's expecting Nketiah to do well tonight because he brought him in. FFA is hoping that Havertz does well. Otherwise, he'll have to sell. You should, ironically, you should never brought him in. There he is. There's that man. There is Eze on my screen. He's looking confident. Fuck it now. Patrick saying, I was listening to Falling in Reverse earlier. Brilliant. Voices in my head is stuck in my head. Yeah. They are absolutely fantastic. Oh, good. Eze's just got his inhaler. He's just asked for his inhaler. Brilliant. So he's going to be collapsing on us, is he? Not great to see. Yeah, Falling in Reverse are fantastic. They are an absolutely outstanding. Check out their album Fashionably Late. That's probably their best. I mean, they're like System of a Down. They don't really release anything, to be honest with you. They only seem to release singles, although System of a Down haven't released anything for about 20 years. But certainly Falling in Reverse's Fashionably Late album is absolutely gold dust. Mark Casserly, welcome. Hi, Steve-O. Yeah, I only found the channel a couple of weeks ago. I'm really enjoying it. If you've been enjoying the last couple of weeks, then this has only been the first couple of weeks. It gets worse. It gets worse. Like I say, if people start becoming part of the community, you'll be getting slagged off. We'll be bringing you live on air, and we'll be slagging you off, or we'll be praising you. That's what this channel's about, just getting you involved, like Firetog last night. Don't patronise me, Jason. I'm not. I know exactly what Firetog's doing. Steve-O, you're getting angry, mate. Well, it just annoys me when good. Yeah, you get the idea with that. Hello, AMAC. John Wilkes is saying it's workout time. Yeah, this is what I said about whatchamacallit. I forget the bloody name now. Live streaming this morning. This is what I said. If someone else, if Jason's doing this right now, what am I doing? Well, ironically, I'd be lying on this bed right here, and I would just be listening into Jason. That's what I would be doing. But if I was out and about, I'd be loving the fact that Jason's streaming and I'd just be listening in. Because that's what live streams do. And then for me, live streams are one of those where it's, oh, wow, wait a minute. I actually am really enjoying the flow of this. I want to continue interacting and stuff and actually listening to what's going on. I've just seen an extraordinary super chat from somebody. Dunk. Blimey, mate, that's incredible. Thank you. Dunk has donated $19.99. Wow. Cracking content, Steve. I love the straight talking. Thank you. It's just me being openly honest. Coincidentally, I did a Total Steve podcast this morning about the fakeness in the social media world and how essentially people are just fake just to get money. Fine, do whatever. I mean, it happens. And we've just kicked off. And like I said, no spoilers, please. No spoilers. But yeah, Dunk, I was explaining in this podcast that, look, you can either do the very, 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 very slow thing that you do at work, like we all do at work, which is, I've got a bit of integrity, I've got a bit of self-respect, I just want to do a good job and work my way up the ranks, even if it means the company are being prejudiced towards me because of the way I look, the way I talk, etc., which is what I experienced with Tesco. Or you can just be the brown noser who gets up really, really quickly, but ironically, no one really likes you. You know, we see it all the time. We all see it in a place of work where the brown nosers, they're the pieces of garbage, the piece of shit, which no one likes. Everybody hates the brown noser. It's what I talk about in the Office podcast, actually. It's about Gareth. He's the brown noser, isn't he? He's the one that just is always up David's backside and everything, and he just wants to be always on the side of caution. But certainly from our standpoint as a YouTube channel that just is honest and real about our thought processes, Arsenal here. Martinelli passes. Oh, he's got a score here. Number 11. Is it Martinelli? Oh, go on. Ball in. Saka blocked. Who the hell was that then? So that must have been Havertz. So if that's Martinelli, that must mean Havertz. So Havertz was out to Martinelli. I think Martinelli should have just hit it first time rather than taking a touch, personally. But Arsenal are on the attack at them. They're basically just all over Crystal Palace in their half. But yeah, I just think that I'd rather be an individual who it's like Ricky Gervais. Ricky Gervais, whatever people may think of him, he at least, whatever he says, he can always back it up. So like he always talks about like the word offence and how people are offended and stuff. It's like, yeah, you may be offended, but others may not be. And he talks about that in jokes and comedy, and it's about anything really in life, isn't it? It's, you can either be you, and you're either going to have some people that hate you and have some people that like you, or you can just be the person that's trying to please everybody, but then ironically most people can see right through it and just can't stand you. And I'd rather be the person which I've got several people that actually like me and like what me and Jason do, rather than having, like I say, whenever we talk, I always think about this, whenever we mention about, oh yeah, it'd be great to, have X amount of thousands of subscribers or thousands of viewers watching this and everything, but we both realise that, look, the only way that can be done is by literally being about as PC as it can get. Could you imagine that? Me and Jason getting Alex Vollo to do, here we go, Arsenal on the right hand side at the moment. Is that party headed away? So yeah, Arsenal over it. Yeah, and imagine Alex Vollo doing these clickbait, stupid friggin' thumbnails where I'm just going with Eze to the side or something and just saying these are the best FPL assets that I advise people to get in. God, I couldn't do it. Anyway, corner to Arsenal. Here we go. If you want to keep update with this, I'll do a time check in a second. Saka with the corner, floated in, cleared. Here's Eze. Does nothing. Ball back in. Here's Saka into Party. Cleared away. Arsenal all over Crystal Palace. Oh, here we go. Ramsdale cleared. But I've completely lost my train of thought now. It's brilliant, isn't it? Absolutely completely lost my train of thought then. But yeah, I was just saying to Jason as well that, you know, we invoke a community. I mean, I know Podner messaged me earlier and he just said, look, I'm not trying to be horrible or anything. I actually respect what you do and stuff. It's just certain things I just disagree with from a fantasy football perspective. I said, you don't need to apologise. I haven't taken offence to anything. I'd rather have spend half an hour chatting about a comment that you've written in the members chat than just nothing. I'd rather that, just spend my time chatting about that rather than having to deal with one-word lines or one-word answers. It's called invoking a conversation, getting people involved, making the elite FPL community feel welcomed. And if you do have talking points, especially members that you want to discuss, like I say, just go into the Discord chat and write it there. Done. And I'll happily talk about it. And if it all kicks off in the Discord, it kicks off. If it stays as it is, it stays as it is. But, yeah. I'm just going to skip to the bottom now. Leave it as it is. Yes, Max. Yes, Max. Max saying here, Steve-O, read the chat. I need to know what to do with my team. Content creator, play the game for me. Ball played out to Saka. Yeah, Paulie making a point about Escape the Fate. Yeah, anything with... well, Escape the Fate are, I think, better now. I mean, they were really good with Ronnie Radker in, but their stuff without him in is brilliant. Really good. Escape the Fate. Check out the song Lightning Strike. And if you like Lightning Strike, then you should then like Escape the Fate, to be honest with you. Ronnie Radker as well is somebody who I, you know how we all gravitate towards, oh yeah, that reminds me. You know how we all gravitate towards somebody in the world of music or anything that we consume? We always gravitate towards something. I always discuss this regarding podcasts. Regarding sitcoms. You need to gravitate towards somebody to then enjoy the work that they do. And I'm like that with sitcoms. If you can gravitate towards one character, you're probably going to get on with the sitcom. Whereas if you don't really get... It's like the American Office. People are like, oh, you don't like it because it's not like the UK. And I'm like, no, it's got nothing to do with that. It's just the fact that it's supposed to be a documentary and yet it's filmed as if it's like a comedy drama. It's got 20 different camera angles. It just takes me out of the reality of the show. And there are certain... Crystal Palace... Oh, was that Edward or are you putting the cross across? Saliba clears. Going out for a throw-in. I have not seen Saliba once in this match, other than trying to tackle Saka. Ball put across, trying to find. I think that's Edward. I think. I don't know who these players are. That's the insight you're going to get from me. But yeah, I gravitate towards Ronnie Radker a lot. Some of the stuff he talks about, I'm like, yeah, that's... If you listen to the song Zombified, there's his song Zombified about how the fact that, you know, this whole world is just becoming a bunch of zombies with how tech is going and how everything is being moulded to how we will be conforming to technology rather than being human beings and actually being able to make decisions ourselves. It's just going to be, we're all just allowing robots to do everything, or AI or whatever. Like you look at, I'll give you a simple example in retail. What, you think it's coincidence that they're bringing in just self-service checkouts? Of course it's not. They're going to get rid of all the checkout staff, make them all redundant, and they're just going to have self-service checkouts. Here's the irony. The conveyor belt self-service checkouts are better than the normal self-service ones. I don't quite understand why. They just are. I've never had one single problem with the conveyor belt self-service. That's just one simple example of how retail's going. But the problem is that self-service is terrible. It's appalling. And and I can already hear someone say, yeah, but they're going to put those staff on the shop floor. They're not. What you think? You think a company like Tesco's is going to want to be spending even more money on staff they can get rid of? No. They'll get them gone. They'll happily get them gone. Especially the ones on long-term contracts. Oh. They'll be saving a lot of money there. And yeah, that's what the song Zombified is all about by Ronnie Radke. And then in Fashionably Late as well, there's a lot of things he sings about where I'm like, yeah, that's me. Yeah, that's me. Even in Ball Played Over, here's Saka. Tries to find Nketiah, bouncing all over, cleared. I mean, it's just a case of when are Arsenal going to score, to be honest with you. They're clearly looking for... I think, isn't that the tactic with Arteta? He's looking for the early goal. And then he can just allow the other team to just hit on try and come on to them so they can hit them on the counter. Isn't that usually the plan with Arsenal? Here's Saka, goes in for a shot. Johnston saves. I've got Johnston and Saka in my Sky team. Saka is my captain. Yeah, Ball Played Over. Johnston, I mean, I don't know what Saka was trying to do there. I don't know if he was expecting Havertz to be moving quicker or maybe even Martinelli coming in, but it definitely wasn't a shot. And if it was a shot, it was about, very, 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 very tame. Here's Elise in his own half. Had to collect it from his... he's doing a cane at the moment. It's just not... Yeah, and in the third album, it's Falling in Reverse's third album. There's a couple of songs which I relate with as well. God, I forget how hot you get when you're doing a stream. It's ridiculous. Blimey, Chris Tinson has been a member for 33 months. Wow, thank you. I've always thought of the two wildcards that the first one is the most disposable since most double or blank game weeks are in the second. Yeah. Yeah. Dilkington saying, how do you become a member? Do you know what? I'm going to use something that Jason sent me, so I'm going to put that in the chat. I'm going to send you a link on how to become a member if you want to. It's completely up to you. It's just a simple way of supporting the show. And all you need to do is... You going to allow me to copy that? Copy. I'll put that in the chat. And then you'll be able to, if you want... Brilliant. There you are. It should be there. Well, the good news is Eze's playing extremely deep. That's the main take from this game so far. Not even anywhere near the box. Right, get off that. All cleared from Arsenal. Crystal Palace are kind of harassing them, but nothing that's going to worry them. Saka's got the ball back at the moment, charging forward. Is that Partey or Nketiah? I can't tell. I think it's Nketiah. Into Saka. Saka, ball across. Blocked. Corner. Chris Tinson with very kind words. As a long-time member, I can vouch that it's worth being a member for the videos by Steve. Thank you. Matty's saying, I think we brought the wrong 6.5mm. Yeah, we know this. It's just, like I say, you had to pick a 3. We went with him. Corner for Arsenal. Trust me, Paulie, it may be 13 minutes, but Eze is absolutely doing nothing in this game. Ball floated in. Johnson collects. Oh, this is good for my Sky team. That's the main thing. That's the main take from this. Johnson has collected a ball. Yeah, Eze seems to be playing almost a... Well, I'm assuming Roy Hodgson has given him the free rein to do whatever he wants, but Eze's decided I'm just going to sit in our own half, just behind the halfway line, and see if I can make something happen. A bit like with Kane. Ball played over the top. Eze's charging forward, but Saliba's doing very, very well there, harassing AU or Edouard. Here's AU now, actually. AU takes it past Tomiyasu, puts a cross in. Ramsdale comes out. Go on, Eze. Eze tries to get it. No, nothing. Oh, that would have been funny. Ramsdale laying it onto Eze and Eze putting it in the back of the net. As Anderson's being pulled back. So yeah, Jordan Ayew, a bit of skill, takes it past Tomiyasu, puts the ball in. Ramsdale diving out. Makes a bit of a hash of it, but does what he needs to do. I think Ben White had it covered more comfortably there. Already the ball's back in Crystal Palace's half, and it's been now what... Oh yeah, I didn't see a time check, so I'm at 15, 32, 33, 34, 35. So, oh, ball play flew. Go on! Too many Arsenal surrounding him. Edouard. Oh, is that Ben White pulling up? Ball given away. Here's Eze. Go on, lad. Have a shot. He does. Oh. Ramsdale collects. It was a very tame effort. Very, very, very tame effort. It looks like Ben White may have pulled up. Here we go. Gabriel's going to be coming on, isn't he? Oh. Maybe not. The ball's just hit his groin. That's all it is. That's all he's done. It's just the ball's hit his groin. It's fine. But Eze has registered a shot on goal. That's the main thing. Albeit the tamest effort. Let's just put it this way. So far with Eze, I'm not particularly caring for him right now. Crystal Palace get the ball back. Crystal Palace has slowly grown into this game. They've survived the shortest of, or the smallest of onslaughts from Arsenal, and they're slowly getting back into this. I'm not suggesting for 1 minute they've done anything particularly threatening. They haven't exactly tested the Arsenal defence, but they are asking a few questions. As you can see, the stats there. Passes in the final third. Crystal Palace 6, Arsenal 33. You know, I think the longer this game goes on where Arsenal don't get a goal, the more it plays into Crystal Palace's hands. Why is that, Steve-O? I don't know. I just think it will. Arsenal on the attack again. Playing it around a bit. Hello, Calvin. Have I hit the wild card? Not yet, no. It's all depending on tonight's game, basically. I'm definitely getting rid of... Well, let's just put it this way. I'm thinking out loud in my head here. And I may... Is Tomiyasu trying to get... Oh, good challenge by Anderson there. Corner to Arsenal. I may just think to hell with it. And I'm definitely doing a Kanji to a Gabriel. A Kanji in for Gabriel. That's an absolute certainty. That's going to get done. But if Eze, well, let's just put it this way. So far, I'm going to be hitting the wild card. So far, I'm doing that. Eze seems to be playing more as a defensive midfielder than he is a number 10 behind the strike force. Here we are, corner. Martinelli puts the ball in. Cleared. Back out for a corner. Hello, Dally Pool. I was talking about you the other day. If I'm still here in 33 months, I'll have to rip my sleeves off and start making videos, Max Roberts is saying. Ball crossed in. Cleared again. Martinelli gets another opportunity to put the ball in. He does. Nobody there. Gets cleared, but it's not cleared particularly great. Johnson collects again. Hopefully that'll be... Oh yeah, Declan Rice plays for us, doesn't he? Hopefully this will be good for Johnston, for my team. Every time I read Joe Buckley, I keep reading James Buckley, Joe from the In-Betweeners. James Buckley saying, leave it till after the internationals, always weird results early on, new transfers coming in. Yeah, Alex Follow made some very, 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 very interesting points regarding not knowing anything, and by game week 2, game week 3, you've got a general idea of where things are going and whatnot. And certainly Alex Follows. Go on, Elise! Puts it out wide to AU. Is he going to get another cross in? No, he tries to take on Tomiyasu, which he does. He's still got the ball. He passes it to whoever that is. Ball crossed in. Saka clears. Well, that looked quite promising until I think that was whoever number 2 is. Whoever number 2 is. Is it Mitchell? No, Mitchell's... Oh, here's Eze. Beautifully done. Go on, lad. Have a shot. He does. Blocked. Ball comes out. Another shot. Wide. Tell you what, Eze, he's a good player. There's no messing about. He is, you can tell, a very, very good player. Oh, Declan Rice blocked that then. Oh, that was looking like a rocket into the left-hand side. This game is screaming out for Gabriel. He'll be coming on, so don't worry. Do I keep saying Elise? Does anyone know why the link Steve put is not showing up for me, or why I can't see the join tab on the name to become a member? Can you not copy and paste it? Did it not send? I don't really. I'll do it later. I'm not going to do it now, unless one of the moderators can. If somebody else can do a link for the join the membership club thingy. Here's Havertz. Arsenal just playing it around at the moment. If Crystal Palace score first, which they won't, if they do, this will be an incredible game otherwise, if Crystal Palace score first. That's a good point. Do it on the computer, do it on the laptop. A few people have done that actually. Became members via the laptop. Yeah, do it via the Patrick saying, do it via the laptop. It's a lot easier. Even though, weirdly, on my phone, it's there. The join button is there on the on it. So, Tomiyasu with the ball. Martinelli charging into the centre. Not got any room to manoeuvre whatsoever. Here's Tomiyasu again. Martinelli. Holding a bit more central. Declan Rice. Playing it around in a semicircle at the moment. Arsenal are just playing it around. Crystal Palace just can't get the ball at the moment. But again, they're not really threatening Arsenal. A lot of space here for Martinelli. Can he find some room to get in a cross maybe? No, he doesn't. Finds Tomiyasu. Now Havertz. Can he make a cross? No, he doesn't. He passes into Martinelli. I think he had a better option to cross it maybe, potentially. A few Arsenal players in the box. Oh, beautifully done. Here's Martinelli on the left-hand side, all space to himself. Pass out to Odegaard. Go on, lad, have a shot. Shoot. He can't. He's blocked. He's getting blocked out here. Crystal Palace defending really well at the moment, not allowing Arsenal any opportunity whatsoever. Here's Havertz. Odegaard. They're playing. I'll tell you what, Arsenal playing it around beautifully here. Here's Saka. And he's lost the ball. But there's no Crystal Palace players far enough to get it whatsoever. Here's Declan Rice. Now Elise seems to be playing furthest forward. maybe Elise's... sorry, Eze. Why do I keep calling him Elise? Because they've got the same hair. Martinelli in the box. into Tomiyasu. Well, he loses it. And now can Crystal Palace break? No, they can't. Because, well, they can. But there's nobody there because basically it's only AU and Eze. They ain't got enough players to break, unfortunately. Because they're defending. They're defending very deep, Crystal Palace. At the 24-minute, coming up to the 25-minute mark, there's not really been an opportunity for either team to get on the score sheet. Arsenal have been completely all over Crystal Palace as expected. It's not been particularly end-to-end. It's not been a boring game. It's not been like the Man United versus Wolves game. And here we go. Here is AU on the right-hand side. Puts a cross in and it's caught easily by Ramsdale. His crossing is terrible, AU. Absolutely pants. I'm going to deliberately get up whoscored.com, my favourite website. Sponsors unofficially of the show. Been like that for 10 years. And ironically, whoscored.com are ahead of me when normally they're about 2 minutes behind. Ward, so it's Joel Ward is number 2. Okay, right, I've got that on screen now, so I'll be able to do that. And that is Saliba. Out to Saka. Saka, ball in. Cleared. Declan Rice. Holds up the ball well. Plays out to Martinelli. Martinelli's seeing a lot of the ball. He's doing his link-up play with Tomiyasu and Havertz is very, very good. They've clearly got a good understanding with one another here. Here's Nketiah. Dribbles past 1. Dribbles past 2. Is he going to get past? No, he's been pulled down. Is it a penalty? No. Nah, he's fine. Definitely not a penalty. Let me know in the chat if you're literally listening into this and you're not watching the game or you haven't got any other form of app watching it. That'd be interesting to know who's actually listening into mine. We've got a yellow card for somebody. I don't know who, but a Crystal Palace player has been given a yellow card. Is it AU? I think it may be IU that's got the yellow card. Yeah, it's IU that's just got a yellow card. Yeah, he's arguing with the ref now. Now, hopefully you're behind, Paulie. Matty saying, Palace are an underrated defence. I'm now always going to play Johnson, never play Turner, waste of time. Milan Milic is saying, how is Martinelli looking? He's looking good. He's looking like Arsenal's most attacking player, if I'm honest with you. Podcast Shorts is saying, yep, Steve is my commentator. Oh yeah, you're on Sky though. You can't watch you can't pause it, can you? That's the problem. I have the boring Sky commentary on mute, so watching the game and listening to your commentary. Well, hopefully you've got it rewound back. Like I always say, I did it with Lama yesterday. I was 40 seconds behind Lama yesterday. And normally with Mark Goldbridge, I'm about 30 seconds behind. Yeah, with Jason, I'm 10 seconds behind. Odegaard does a dummy of a free kick. He's on the free kick at the moment. Here we are. Odegaard with the free kick. Puts it in. Ooh. And that was Partey with a header wide. Lucas Dunn's thinking this is going to be ending 0-0. I really do not want this to be ending 0-0. I do not want this to be ending 0-0 whatsoever. I want Crystal Palace to score, but I'm telling you this for free. Arsenal are not conceding in this. I'd like to think they will. They're not. Crystal Palace have got no threat about them. Crystal Palace have no threat about them whatsoever. So, Colm saying, I'm listening in while walking around Aldi. When oh, here we go, Nketiah, he scores, he's hit the post. Nketiah's just hit the post. Sorry, Mr. Reed. That's the closest anybody has come. Nketiah has just hit the post. Arsenal players surrounding, and it would have, I'll tell you what, if that went in, it would have been a Saka FPL fluke, and I think it would have been a Saka fluke assist. Keyword being fluke assist. He didn't know where that was going, and Nketiah hits the post. Sorry, Mr. Reed. How's Schlupp doing? Yeah, any Crystal Palace players are doing rubbish. All of them. AU's had a few opportunities to put the ball in, but there's been no one in the box. Eze's looked, well, it's non-existent. Ball floated over the top. Can Saka chase it down? Yes, he can, but Johnston collects. Good old Johnston for Sky Fantasy. That's all we care about here. Yep, Schlupp is on the pitch, Paulie. Why is Gabriel not playing, ABJ is saying. Well, here's Arteta now, I'll ask him. Well, apparently all the hindsight merchants knew that Gabriel will never play again. Ask them. Ask them why he's not playing. Eze having a little tussle there with Declan Rice. Declan Rice wins out. To be fair, Declan Rice did have the upper hand in that particular battle just then. The only player for Arsenal that looks any good is Martinelli and Nketiah. Martinelli looks like the flair player. He's trying to create a lot. Nketiah is just trying to find the right places and getting into decent positions. Odegaard is just Odegaard and Saka is just Saka. Nothing blowing me away, but you know what you're getting from those two. But Martinelli is certainly the flair player easily in this game. Crystal Palace are just defending quite well, and it's obvious. I mean, their front four is terrible. I mean, trying to find Nketiah there cleared. I mean, Schlupp, Eze, AU and Edouard. Awful. Awful. Front four there. And it inspired... I know they were playing Sheffield United, but I don't even know how they created one chance. Does that not tell us more about Sheffield United than it does about Crystal Palace? I think it does. I think it bloody does. Well, there's a few people here. If you're enjoying the stream, why not hit the like button? If you are new around here and you're enjoying what me and Jason do and you want to become a subscriber, why not hit the subscribe button? It'd be brilliant if we could, well, if people enjoy the stuff and we can get to 8,000 subscribers. I know it's pushing it, but that would be great. I know somebody, I know it's Twitter. I know it is Twitter. Here is Saka at the moment, but someone got 2,000 followers. And there's an offside for Odegaard offside. Brilliant. Someone got 2,000 followers. Admittedly, again, it was Twitter, but yeah, it's true. Alex saying here, keep the good work up, Stephen. My Sky stream's not working. I've got 3 players, 2 Arsenal, 1 Crystal Palace. Like many of us, to be honest with you. And unfortunately, Crystal Palace are going to be doing nothing, so I wouldn't be worrying about that. And Arsenal, let's just put it this way, the most threatening players are Saka and Nketiah. They're the most threatening, but Martinelli is the most creative. That's what I'm seeing here as Declan Rice. Oh, he's got something in his eye. Is it something to do with his contact lenses? Yeah, it's his contact lenses, and I'll tell you what. Yeah, knowing what it's like wearing contact lenses, oh, they can be painful if they get stuck in the old thing. Hello, Connor. Let me do an impression of Connor quickly. Because obviously he does the volley, and it was the first time I got to hear his voice. Hey there! No, that's terrible. He reminded me of something. I was doing impressions constantly of him. Connor. Are we really thinking? Are we really thinking about getting in West Ham assets? No, that's not Podner. I won't be able to chat much. Don't worry about chatting. Hey, you! It's been brought down. Is it a penalty? Hey, you brought down. No, it's a good challenge. And that just sums it up, doesn't it? Sums it up. Yeah, I mean, ABJ, I made a point on the... I made a point on the short that I put out earlier on. Look, I wasn't available on the deadline stream. I was working and I was in and out of Jason's Discord chat and everything. It was impossible for me to stay with it. And yeah, if you got a team league, you got a team league. And this is the point about, in my opinion, bringing the deadline to literally kick off. So 8 o'clock tonight, or more specifically on Friday, 8 o'clock. Here we go. Arsenal on the attack. Inter and Nketiah's got a score. Oh, God. He tries to be clever. He's not Lionel Messi. He tries to chip. He tries to chip the goalkeeper and he mistimes it and blazes it over. He chips it, but he kicks it too far over. It would have been a Declan Rice assist. It would have been a very good goal, but he's not Lionel Messi, I'm afraid, or Ronaldo. So it ain't happening. But yeah, the team news leaks, look. Great challenge from Saliba there. They're just unfortunately part and parcel of the game, but if the game was at deadline, it wouldn't exist. It just wouldn't exist. And he's done well. No, Schlupp's done quite well. Eze's trying to get onto it. He doesn't, because Arsenal have defended very, very well. Arsenal have done very well. Yeah, so I just think that these accounts and everything that can get access to early team news and everything, they just wouldn't have the followers that they had if there was any need for them. If there was any need for them, because people are needing the information before deadline. Because all this about, we got to have it 2 hours, 3 hours, 5 hours, 24 hours before deadline, before the match. Get a grip. God, that would make it worse for my personal enjoyment. I enjoy the deadline streams with Jason. I enjoy the carnage. It's fun. It's enjoyable. But to be doing the deadline 24 hours before the flaming match or whatever, it's just a madness. John Harris saying over 7,500. No, we're not at that, mate. We're nowhere near 7.5. Hopefully you can get us to that. I remember when there was 50 of us. Yeah, I mean, look, any channel with small growth, it's always valuable when you are part of that and you're part of a... we've had a clash of heads, Odegaard and Edouard. Hopefully that means Edouard is going to come off. It won't, but... Yeah, look, I always think about channels which... Oh, piss off. Get up. Odegaard was the one that took the full brunt of Edouard. Edouard's just feigning injury. Yeah, so we got a bit of the break at the moment. Look, with any small independent... It's like, I always equate it to bands. So I'll give you an example of a band in the deathcore scene called Lorna Shore. So Lorna Shore are one of the biggest deathcore acts at the moment. Roy Hodgson is having a word at Eze. He's telling him, come on, push on. Create more. Yeah, Lorna Shore, 10, 12 years ago, they were a mediocre deathcore act. Like, I mean mediocre. They were okay. Yeah, you just said that, Steve-o, mediocre. They basically brought in a singer called CJ McCreery, His vocal range is absolutely phenomenal, but unfortunately, due to certain things that he did, he was fired. And just when you think Crystal Palace have an opportunity, they caused a foul. Here's Martinelli at the moment, charging forward. I'll get back to Lorna Shaw in a minute. Oh yeah, can't wait, Steve, for that. Talk to us about a death call out. Can't wait. Yeah, so CJ McCree was fired, and it was, oh, we need to get another singer in, and they brought in Will Ramos, and they released one song called Immortal, which absolutely blew up. There's Nketiah, plays it out to Saka, well held up and well played. Saka gets into the box, does what he normally does, wants to take on a player. Is he going to go for a shot? No, he doesn't. Yes, he does. But it goes miles wide. Yeah, they released one song, Immortal, bang, just like that. It's the same with the FPL world. If I do some crappy little rage video, which I've just clipped, like I said, with my mobile phone, I'll just go up to the screen and record it and upload it to Twitter. All it takes is just one account. So in this case, Trigger Lips as an example. All it takes is one large account to retweet it, and it just... Don't get me wrong, I'd rather the people that retweeting stuff actually came and watched the channel and supported the channel, if I'm honest with you, rather than doing what they all do, which is, well, I like them, but I'd still rather watch the bigger accounts. Why? Explain to me why. You've just said you like the vibe of, here we go, Saka on the ball. He's got Mitchell holding him up at the moment. I think Saka can get the better of him. He has to play it back to Partey. Odegaard. Partey. So yeah, and it's just like, now I'd just rather go and be with the big channels. Again, I reiterate this point. If you enjoy the big channels... Oh, and Nketiah into... Is Odegaard? Odegaard with a shot! Oh, brilliant save from Johnston. More Sky points there. It was. I think it may have just hit the crossbar, but Johnson didn't know this and had to make a save. Good lad, Johnston. Should have captained him in Sky. Saka with the corner. Yeah, so these people, they rather than coming to a small little independent channel, because it's like I was saying this to somebody. It's like being at school, isn't it? Ball crossed in, cleared, not particularly great. Martinelli going in, headed, all heads everywhere. It's like headers and volleys at the moment. Crystal Palace have done well. Eze taken down Saka. Is he going to get something? No. Ball played quickly by Saka. Here we go. Ball played in. Martinelli with a volley, and it's gone way wide. Yeah, it's like the cool kids at school, isn't it? It's, well, we can't stand them, but I'd rather be seen with the cool kids than being with the people that aren't cool. It's just a social thing. It's the same in the world of Twitter and online streaming and stuff and podcasts and everything. I don't want to be seen to be supporting the independent podcast because they can't really do anything for my profile, because I need my profile to be hyped by the big accounts. Yeah, but the problem is that the big accounts don't give a shit about you. I've discussed this to death. Big accounts do not give a flying fuck about a person on Twitter or their followers or whatever. They don't care. You may be lucky to get a like from a comment. That's it. You may get a tiny bit of acknowledgement on a YouTube stream. Maybe. But really, it's pointless. And it's the same with when you support. It's going back to Lorna Shaw and what John Harris said about, I remember when you only had 50 subscribers. Blah, blah, blah. When you support a band and you see the growth of them, like, you do feel part of them, and you go, wow, I remember listening to them 12 years ago, and now they're bloody on the main stage at Download. It's ridiculous. A band like Lorna Shaw on the main stage at Download this year. Are you having a laugh? Like, that is just crazy. So, yeah. Patrick saying, if there weren't face cams and the top streamers had a voice changes on, nobody would be able to differentiate between them. They all produce the same boring, shameless content. Again, if you like it, you like it. People like it. I don't. It's the same with, like I said, I'll keep going back to it. It's not just fantasy football. It's the same in I'll use the London Underground as an example. You type in the London Underground. In fact, fuck that. Let's use an even more popular search tool, shall we? Car crashes. You go on YouTube, type in car crashes, okay? And what will happen is that you'll be bombarded. Hello, Firetog. Welcome, man. Hello, Harbour Boy. You'll be bombarded with hundreds upon hundreds of different YouTube dash cam footage from car crashes, okay? You click on one and it's just a perfectly edited video package of some idiot going and doing some commentary. You're just like, I'm already sick to death of this idiot doing the commentary, but if you like it, you like it. You then go on the next one, it's the same thing. You go on to the next one, it's the same thing. Bloody hell. 2 minutes of stoppage time. Where's the 9? Where's the 9 minutes we normally get? Yeah, you then go on to the next one. It's just the same thing. It's the same thing. You just can't relate with it. Then you go on. This is just me. You go onto a YouTube channel of just car crashes. It's just literally just the reactions of the people. A natural reaction. That's all you hear. That's the best stuff you want to hear. It's brilliant. I typed in, oh, and Nketiah's done well to spin away. Ball not cleared. Odegaard holds up the ball quite well. They're still trying to get that one goal before half-time, which makes sense. Saka holding up the ball well, but he's just being defended well. Eze. Oh, Crystal Palace have an attack. It's 3-on-3 at the moment. Charging forward. Eze trying to make some room. It's... Go on! Go on, lad! He's been brought down. Here we go. Steve-O Bingo. It's come to nothing. Very well defended there. This is why this is why Arsenal's going to be winning 1-0 tonight. Ball, beautiful ball across to the right hand side to, well, this is AU at the moment. He's going to get a decent ball in. He holds up the ball well. It's just on the edge of the box. Partey's holding out quite well. Just get that ball in the box. Just get it in. Just go on. Get it in the box. And you've played it back. Brilliant. And defended well. Yes. Just get it in the box now, while you can. Stop playing it around. Just boot it. They're just passing it around. Still got 10 seconds left. No. That's done it. Waste of time. Yeah, and the thing with the car crash stuff is like you will then... Oh, that's right, I typed in a video the other day. UK truck crashes. Yeah, I know, I'm a loser. Falling in Reverse sing a song about losers. And that's the end of that. That's the end of the arf, sorry. So, I typed in this video, and why did I like it? Because it was just literally just, whether it was dash cam footage or actual footage of people commentating on what happened. And then, of course, what's recommended to me is another truck one. You click on it, it's just a bloke's voice going all over it. Have a look at this! Oh my God, what's he going to do? Shut the fuck up. But don't worry, though. That's got more subscribers and followers because it's got the big graphics. The footage is exactly the same as what you see with all the other stuff. But because it's got the clickbait thumbnail, a bloke at the front going, "Arr!" People click on it. It just becomes popular. And people like the wacky edits and the wacky character behind it. For kids, it's great. And again, I'm fully aware, for YouTube, it's for children. I get it. But for adults that watch this stuff, God. John's saying, are you enjoying the Sky version of FPL? Yes. I am really enjoying the fact that you just have to do basic planning and that's it done. It's not... Because Sky's got so many different point systems and points changes that you can basically just go, right, I'm going to have this player for this amount of time. I want to have these captains for these days and stuff. That's all you got to do. In FPL, it's a very reactive game and it's all about chasing prices to start with, forgetting about rank at the start, and then essentially just whoever does really, really well, jump on them immediately. People like me don't do it, and people like you and everybody else doesn't do it, but unfortunately, that's what you got to do in the opening few game weeks. Simple as it gets. How am I getting on the Burnley League? Crap now. I was 19th, now I've completely gone. Because basically, the thing is that, sorry, I'm 31 minutes behind and Harbour Boy's doing 1.75. That's ridiculous. Like, the fastest I've ever listened to anybody is at 1.5, but that's because they talk really slowly and you need to put it really quick. Anybody that talks really quickly like me, it just goes into, I've tried it, it just goes into a blur. It's just like, it's awful. It's why I find it really interesting, because with Mind Pump as an example, the quickest I can listen to Mind Pump is 1.2. The second you go to 1.3, they're too quick. There's too much information that they're throwing at you. I want to consume the product. I don't want it just to be a noise in the background. That's the problem. It's just noise. Once you put the speeds up too quickly, it just becomes noise, and you're not consuming it. You're not enjoying it for what it is. It just becomes. All right, yeah, Chris, yeah, that's great. Firetog, the best thing about being back in the UK is the 65 inches of his penis. 65 inches of ultra high definition Premier League football. You couldn't get that from where it was before. Okay, that's interesting. What was it here? Yeah, Armand. Ricky's saying, how's everything going? Appallingly. It looks like it could be. Well, it's definitely Gabriel out tonight for a Kanji. It's probably looking like wildcard for me, I think. Sean saying, Mind Pump is so good. The only fitness content I like to get involved with is basically elite FPL on steroids. Their reach is big. Mind Pump. I didn't realise, like, don't get me wrong, they're not. I know why they're on YouTube. I get it. It's the market and everything. You've got to go on it. They don't particularly get great views on YouTube, which is fine. They are a serious podcast at the end of the day, but their information that they give is just absolutely outstanding. Again, I reiterate, I don't really listen to the calls. So for anybody that doesn't know, Mind Pump, I've been listening for about 6-7 years. I stopped last year. I stopped last year, September. And I came back literally just a couple of weeks ago. And not because I didn't like Mind Pump. It's just I just felt that the content was just becoming exactly the same. And I'm just like, I've heard it all before. I love you guys. In fact, Mind Pump are actually a perfect example. If they were to do a Patreon for additional content, I would actually pay for it. In fact, I've actually said about Mind Pump that I think they produce too much content for free. And actually, they should only release one podcast a week, but if you want more, they should set up a Patreon page, and I'd happily pay I would pay $9.99 for it. I truly would. But they happily give out 5 podcasts. What was it, 4 or 5? They do, 4 podcasts a week and 1 special, or it's 3 podcasts a week and 1 special. I'd happily pay them for a Patreon, but at the end of the day, they sell programs. They're very, 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 very good at what they do. They are absolutely fantastic, and I'm glad that I've come back because they've kind of inspired me to push myself back in the gym again. Harbour Boy were good. They just say the same thing over and over. Yeah, this is why you got to stop listening to them. Unfortunately, this is why I stopped listening to Joe Rogan. Not that I actually, not that I specifically listen to Joe Rogan anymore, but it just became the same thing over and over. Do you take drugs? No. Try it then. Try drugs. It will open your mind. Have you tried judo? No. Try judo. It will open your mind. Have you heard about aliens? No. Oh, you should learn about aliens. And you get the idea with that. Edgeworth saying DRB and Eze are the most frustrating 6.5s to watch and own. DRB, no. DRB's all over the place. DRB is a better pick than Eze. Eze is not frustrating to watch. He's just got nothing in front of him to help. Harbour saying my double Arsenal, double Manchester midfielders really come through for me this week. Yeah. Harbour Boy saying I'm listening on the bus. Just listen now. Listening to live. You don't need to listen to it on the replay. Forget it. Nothing happened on the replay. John Harrison got DRB in for this game week. Can't believe he didn't get a return against Everton. Yeah, he was very, 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 very unfortunate not to get an assist. At least an assist. I still think that the game against Burnley is going to be a lot tougher than what I originally thought. I really do think that I've got it as I'm going to go for Super Brew. I'm going to go 2-1 to Aston Villa, maybe 2-0. 2-0 or 2-1 Aston Villa or 1-1. I think the history's in Aston Villa's favour though. I can't remember now, but I'm pretty certain that it's in Aston Villa's favour. Can you hear that? So annoying to listen to. You're in the Middle East, Dilkington. Wow. Hopefully Eze brings you some... No, he won't be, trust me. He is not going to be doing anything tonight. Well done. Oh yeah, that reminds me, Marcus, well done. That's amazing. Talking of ranks, I want to ask this. Where are you ranked in the world right now? Where are you ranked in the world right now? Be genuinely honest. Even if you're 2.5 million, I don't care. Chris Tinson saying Eze needs Elise to work with you. PK7 saying I agree with your Dan Juma analysis. Was clearly Everton's best player, and even the Everton fans said it last night. If DCL was on the pitch, he would have had an assist or two. Harry's 325k. Yes, Firetog. I'll be disappointed if you wildcard then end up with a deep... No, my bench is not going to be... My bench is cash, that's it. Matty Cash, that's all it's going to be. Gary Halliwell's 219,000. Wow, brilliant. Ricky 617k. Firetog, I'll be honest with you. I'm probably going to... I may still have a Nana. Basically, I'm either going to go completely mental and just do -12 to hell with it and still have my wild card, but I just don't think it's worth it. I think that I want to jump on the popular picks, like I just said about 10 minutes ago about jumping on the price rises and whatnot. Ricky's 617k. That's a very, very good rank. So Marcus is 20k. Marcus is 20k. That is extraordinary. I know that Armand Dillon saying, any point selling Tarkowski for a hit? Are you going to be playing him? I'll have a look at your team, actually. Why not just look at your team? It'd be a lot easier just to look at your team. By the way, while we're at a break, why not hit the like button? Why not hit the subscribe button? I'll do a Jason. It helps with the algorithm. It helps us push us out there. It doesn't. It's Alex Volo's thumbnails that puts it out there. It's got nothing to do with the likes. Jesus Christ. Moderator League. Oh man, Dylan. You're not doing the 4.5 rotation, are you? Blimey, Armand Dillon doing really well again this year. Third in the Moderator League. And yeah, he is. Look at the state of that team. Jesus. Well, that... I don't even know who that is. Ujo. Hwang Ujo of Nottingham Forest, a forward. Who? Kabore and Bulldog. So your rotation plan is Tarkowski in for the easy fixtures. Get him gone. Have you got any money in the bank? 4.3. Honestly, truth be told, just getting gusto. Just getting gusto, done with it. Tarkowski. To be honest with you, that game has got 0-0 or 1-0 Everton written all over it. Dan Juma to score. I'll be putting 50p on Dan Juma to score this week. In fact, I implore anybody to put 50p on Dan Juma to score at the weekend. If Dyche has the bollocks to fucking start him. Colm is 1.7 million. Edgeworth 1.5. Christensen 996,000. 100,000. 322k for Everton are a broken team. What needs to happen to knock wildcard tonight, Steve-O? Eze to show me something. Eze, in fact, it would mean I would need Eze to get an attacking return. Penguin is... Do you want to be called Calvin or Penguin? What is it to be? 816k, that's good. Yeah, Eon, it would need to be... By the way, Calv, do you know what inspired me to do the more streams? This is the truth. This is the absolute truth. Was last year, I was... when was it? It was last year summer when I was going out for my walks, and I thought, I'm going to listen back to Virtual FPL. The first one I listened to was the one that you came on with Jason, and I thought it was fucking brilliant. The music, it was funny enough, it was Snowblind. This is why I told Jason we've got to have that as the theme song. Snowblind is a really powerful, inspirational song, I find. And I listened to it and I thought, this is brilliant. This is an absolutely fantastic song. And then it was just the quickness of the stream and everything, and the quickness of the matches. And I thought, it's genuinely really inspiring me to want to do more streams. And I prefer, like I said, I prefer streaming because it gets more interaction, more engagement, more people in commenting. Well, when I say commenting, I mean through the live thing. And I do implore, I keep saying this, and by the way, I'm one hypocrite to say this, but I do implore people that if you do enjoy the streams, if afterwards you want to make a comment and just say, literally after the video, and just put in the comment section, thanks for the stream or something, please do, because like I say, the comments and engagement do help. And like I say, if you want to hit the like button while we're bored and doing, in fact, that just reminds me the game may have kicked off. Please do hit the like button now, why not? And if you are new around here, if you enjoy what me and Jason do, why not become a subscriber? Be part of the 400 or so. Oh yeah, we have kicked off. We have kicked off, everybody. Why not become one of the few hundred people that are die-hard fans of Elite FPL and enjoy it for what it is, and be part of the story, as we all say. Crystal Palace in again. The pass, the cross was terrible. Who was that? Mitchell. There's no one there. I think he was trying to see if Edouard was going to be... AU was going to be running across to the right, but... Yeah, alright, Cal. I'll call you Calvin out of respect. Out of respect? Balls Deep saying Phil Mitchell would have done better. Yeah, while drinking. That would have been during his alcoholism stage as well. Huh. Well, Crystal Palace have come out a bit lively. I think Roy Hodgson has basically said, get at him. Just get at him, yeah. Well... Izzy, you've got to understand, eh? Terrible. I was doing an impression when I was down in Croydon the other day for a job. A job that took all of... Saka, ball in. Gone out for a corner. Martinelli will take. Yeah, I went down to Croydon, an hour and a half to get there. And then once I actually find somewhere to actually stop off and eat, I get the phone call, yeah, we're ready for you. And I literally said, but you've only been 15 minutes. Yeah, it was just a 10-minute meeting. We've had to come all this way for a 10-minute meeting. And an hour and 40 minutes to get back. Ball swung in. Cleared. Not great. Here's Saka. Saka is by far Arsenal's and Martinelli's standout players easily. So attacking. They're always so threatening. These two are. Saka especially always wanting to take on a shot. As he got the ball, can he get the cross? And he does. And Johnston catches, claims. Again. Yeah, Danny Poole was asking about Sky. Basically, I've noticed with Sky... Oh, he's off. Was he offside? I don't know. But basically with Sky, a lot of people have basically got like lots of the same team. So for when I say the same team, I mean from the same team. So for argument's sake, after match day 1, Friday with Burnley and Man City, the team that was top, Eze all the way back in in his own, literally in his own box. Yeah, someone literally had the Man City team as their Sky team. The team that was top of the Burnley League, they had like 4 Man City players and 3 Brentford players, 3 Brighton players. And it is just things like that, whereas mine's more of a mixture. And I think I've only got a couple of double-ups, which was... It was a double-up in Brighton, where I had Pedro and Estupinan. And I've got Varane. I have got Varane and Rashford. Eze touched the ball. The thing with Eze is that he's looking like he's trying to do something, but there's just no one to help him. No one to do anything for him to do anything for. That's a frustrating thing. Afternoon, Fozzie. Make sure you check in to the Office podcast tomorrow. If you must know, it was your good mate Chris Finch. He said it was your best mate, and he thought you'd find it hilarious. Oh, don't get me wrong. Corner, Arsenal. Don't get me wrong. It was bloody hilarious. Yeah, well, I wouldn't want to be the one to tell Chris Finch. You won't have to. Oh, so it's all right now, it's Chris Finch. Eze has to go, I think. Patrick's saying we'd love to see him instead of Havertz for Arsenal. Yeah. Fozzie's saying this has got 0-0 written over it. I think it's got 1-0 Arsenal. 1 or 2-0 Arsenal. I think it's got... Arsenal are getting closer and closer and closer as Eze is just holding on to Saka there. That is... Well, it would have been a yellow card if he wasn't already on one, I think. He just literally rugby tackled him down. Holding. That's it. Just hold him onto it. Rip him down. That's it. Done. If he wasn't on a yellow card, that would have been one. Eon's saying, what are you referencing? The Office UK. Oh, Martinelli's played it short into Nketiah. Johnson's come out. Is it a penalty? It's a penalty. Johnston has conceded a penalty. Nketiah brought down. Martinelli taking a really quick free kick. Plays it into Nketiah. Johnson comes charging out. And yeah, he takes out. And then Nketiah, it's a penalty. It's going to be a penalty. A Crystal Palace player takes out his own player as well. Yeah, it's a penalty. It's not officially called, but it's going to be a penalty. And I'm assuming Saka's going to take it. It could be Martinelli. If it's Martinelli, I'll be living the dream. We want it to be Martinelli, but it's going to be Saka. It's gone to VAR. It's gone to VAR. Oh, they're thinking maybe there was a foul by... Sorry, it was Partey potentially fouling a Crystal Palace player. Yeah, he holds on to... I don't know if they're checking for that, but... Possible attacking foul, yeah. Maybe Partey has fouled one of the Crystal Palace players by dragging him down. No, it's a penalty. It's official. It is a penalty. Come on, Johnston. This is for Sky. Who's going to be... It's Saka. Saka's got the ball in his hand. Who cares? We've all got Saka. Who gives a shit? Mr. Reed, though. It was on Partey. It would have... Oh, no. Hold on a minute. Odegaard. Odegaard. Come on, Odegaard. We got money. I say come on. Remember Jason got rid of Odegaard? I did say Odegaard's better away from home. Come on, Johnston. Come on, Johnston. Come on, come on, come on. He's going to score, though. We know this. Oh. He went the wrong way. Odegaard scores 1-0. And Nketiah assist, Odegaard goal. Well, I've won. Woohoo! James Ward-Prowse coming in for me yesterday as well. So what I do, you know, come for me for tips. These are the only tips you're going to get from me. What, you go to a match, you look at who the popular fantasy assets are and you put 50p? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, God. Max Roberts saying I was going to get rid of Odegaard now, I'm not sure. I wouldn't be getting rid of Odegaard. I wouldn't be getting it. Well, this game's going to be coming to an end now. It's going to end 1-0, 2-0. So this is going to be the most dullest stream on the planet. It's going to be the most boringest match on the planet. Honestly, if Crystal Palace actually had Zaha... Yeah, it looks like I'll be wildcarding tonight. Here's Crystal Palace on the attack. Eze starting the move. Oh, shot across by AU. I smell a really strong smell of burning plastic. Fire? What's that referencing? Fire? A fire? Fire? I don't know how to say this, ladies and gentlemen, but I really don't know how to say this, but there's a fire. If Mr. Reed's watching this, he's the only one that'll understand that. That is a strong... That smells like plastic burning or a clutch burning. I suppose it's those tossers outside banging through. Well, this is going to be playing into Arsenal's hands now because they're going to be trying to... Well, they are going to be defending. Well, that ain't going to be... What kind of shot was that by him? Was that Decore? Now Arsenal are just going to be playing to win this match to 0. Simple as it gets, and they will do. 1 or 2-0. Oh, Eze's just won a free kick. Saliba bringing down Eze. Right on the edge of the D. It's a perfect, put it this way, it's a perfect shooting opportunity for Crystal Palace. It's a foul by Saliba. He hasn't got a yellow card. You don't need to worry about that. Mm. Yeah, there we are, David Hamil. Fire. Here we go, free kick. Just shoot on sight. That's all it is. Just shoot on sight. You every single training session, you shoot on sight. Every single training session, you take free kicks against a wall that's 50 foot high and you score. There's no difference now other than the pressure of thingy. Here's Eze. Miles over, waste of time. Absolute fucking pile of shite that was. See you later, Eze. You're out my team. Goodbye. As Anne Robinson used to say, goodbye. Awful. Awful, awful, awful. Absolute sack of fucking shite. And now I've just pressed the wrong friggin' button. Yeah, so that's just that is confirmed that Eze's gone. He's going to be out of my team. We've all made a mistake with our teams. Well, some of us have. And I think it's going to be time to be hitting the wild card. I think. Certainly, certain individuals will be gone. Sybil! And they're going to be out. Absolutely useless. Sack of shit. At least I've got it on target. At least get the bloody ball on target. I'm going to do a Jason here. Let's do a poll. Let's do a poll for the chat. Who? Akanji or Guardioli? GVRDIOL. There we are. Ask the community. Yeah, most people are going to be doing free, so bloody hell, David Hackinson's here. So we've had David Hackinson, Mark and Twieger coming through. What's going on? Yeah. See what the community say. I mean, I could just do a -12 to fucking hell with it and just leave it on a -12. Forget the price rises. Well, we've hit the 60-minute mark. We've had no substitutions whatsoever. The question is, when is Gabriel coming on? In fact, there's another poll actually. Let's do another. Can we do 2 polls at once? No, you can't. Brilliant. When is Gabriel going to come on? 70th, 80th, or 90th minute? Oh, Havertz blocking off Eze to try and take a tip. Well, it wouldn't have mattered anyway, Eze. There's going to be no one up front for you. David saying, anyone baffled by why Raya is gone to sit on the bench at Arsenal? Yeah. Yes. Me. Here is Saka. Playing it through to Nketiah. Oh, he's done well. He's done well, my boy. Nketiah into Havertz. I think Arteta's going to be wanting to get it to 2-0 and then he's going to make his substitutions. Vieira, Gabriel, Ah, right. That's fair enough. David saying just enjoys the content, just doesn't get involved. Yeah, it's the same with me when it comes to live streams. Especially the, like I said, especially the big accounts is a complete waste of time. With the small accounts, with not as much engagement. Although ironically, I don't really like engaging with with it, because it just stops me from doing what I'm doing, where I'm just like sending him. Is Saka on a corner at the moment? Gonna whip the ball in, which he does. It's a terrible, terrible corner. Cleared. Well, I said it was going to be a tight game. I mean, I went to 2-1. Odegaard with the most fanciest of long-range efforts, and he's gone completely wide. Ramanathan, 68th minute. 80th minute, animations. Combs thinking 67th minute. Fozzie's got Odegaard, has he? Well, I can't be selling any of the Arsenal assets before. Again, we go back to my book, don't we? We go back to my book of team selections. Oh yeah, there's my winning bets there. Woohoo! I don't even think I've broken even, to be honest with you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9. I think I may have just broken even. With my bets. I'm keeping a record of my bets this year, how much I put down. So game week 1, I put down £8 and got a £4.76 profit. Game week 2, £10.50 worth of bets, and I've definitely broken even, if not made a couple of pennies. More. So what the chat's saying here regarding this 57% are going with Guardiola, 43% on Akanji. Why? Why are you going with Guardiola? Answer me that. Let me know in the chat why you're saying that. What a terrible game week this has been. Seems like game week 2 is often low scoring. I would argue that basically every time there's a good game week, it's followed by a bad game week. It happens every single year, but not to this extent. I mean, this has been appalling. Akanji the better pick because he's a shiny new toy. Lee Turner saying he's more nailed. Who's more nailed? Diaz would be the better pick, but yeah, I can't afford him. David Brown saying Guardiola because FPL mate said so. Yeah. Well, I'd rather go my own decisions, and Akanji is absolutely nailed. He's absolutely nailed for whatchamacallit? Man City. I actually did it at the start. In fact, I did it at the start of the season, if you remember, if anybody even listens. I did a checklist on... Yeah, here we are. Last season, who had the most minutes? Akanji, then it's Diaz, then it was Ake, then it was Stones. What is this Guardiola? What is this Guardiola? What's his position? What does he do? What's his strengths for Man City? Why is he... Oh, here we go. Martinelli charging the box. He's so good, Martinelli. So threatening. Here's Havertz with an effort. Oh, just wide. Oh, good effort by Akanji, Havertz, but I say just wide. It went well wide. Man City. It's all about Newcastle this week. Watch this game week. Oh, here we go. Yellow card. Red card. Tommy Asu's been sent off. What? The hell's going on here? Tomiyasu has just been sent off for 2 bookings. What's going on? I've just literally just went to see something to do with Man City. Oh, he pulled on. He stopped AU from running forward. Second yellow, grabbed his. Oh, Jesus God Almighty! I mean, I'm not being funny, but if you're going to be sending Tomiyasu off for that, you have to send off AU. So Gabriel's going to be coming on. Brilliant. You've got to be sending off AU for his challenge on whoever it was earlier on when he basically rugby tackled him to the floor. Well, it doesn't really matter because Arsenal are still winning this 1-0, if not 2-0. This sending off means nothing. It just means that Gabriel's going to be coming on. He'll be probably coming on for Havertz. What do you reckon? Havertz to come off for Gabriel? Martinelli to come off for Gabriel? Well, Arsenal are going to have to... Well, Crystal Palace just... Well, they're going to have to take advantage of this now. They're going to have to take advantage. Yep, Gabriel's coming on. Hey, there he is. Hey, Gabriel. Hey. What a lad. What a lad. So this game's ending 1 or 2-0 Arsenal, is it? What do you reckon, chat? Score predictions 1-0? What are your score predictions in the chat? I'm gonna go 1-0. I'm gonna go 2-0. What does that say there? When Bernardo or Foden play on the right, they need an out-and-out right-back to provide width. Walker the only option. Got to good positions. Yeah, Walker is a good option. There's Gabriel. Oh, he's come on for Martinelli. I was right. Paulie 2-1 Palace. Oh, you're taking the piss there. Paulie, I respect your decisions, but that is you're taking the piss there. Gary Halliwell 1-1. It ain't ending 1-1. Animations 2-0. Max Roberts doing the bias. Gabriel bullet header ain't happening. David Brown. Yeah. Armand Dillon, just go to bed. It's a waste of time. Fozzie, yeah, 1-0. Yeah, John Harris is going 1-0. What is Arteta doing? Martinelli's been their most dangerous player, which is true. That is true. Well, Crystal Palace are going to be making a change in a minute. So, what do you reckon on? Yeah, that's a good point. And what do you reckon on Walker? Could Walker be the one to go for? And I agree. He looks. Kyle Walker. I'm doing a Jason here, cheating, getting the chat to help rather than making my own decisions, like with Estupinan. I'm not bitter or anything. What was it Paulie said? Jason made 93 wildcard changes. I don't know why Paulie even checked, but you got too much time on your hands, Paulie. So Arsenal are going to be camping in their own half. Brilliant. Tell you what, Walker is a very good shout. I like that. Well done. Well done. Here's Eze spinning around every single player on the pitch. Eze into whoever that is. Eze again. Just have a shot, lad. I know you can't because you're being blocked off by 9 Arsenal. No, all Arsenal players. Oh, look how bloody hell, he is brilliant, Eze. Taken down, but they're not calling. In fact, Party is calling for a yellow card for Eze. He should get a yellow card for flaming doing that instead. Oh, it could be going to VAR, this. Could be going to VAR. Will you keep Eze? No, he's a waste of space. So Eze gets past Declan Rice and then Party. Oh, he catches him. He does catch Eze. He does. He genuinely does catch Eze. Party does catch Eze. Yep. He tries to put his leg away, but no. Eze does the right thing, and it's not a penalty. What a surprise! But he ain't gonna be getting a yellow card though, is he? Nah, why would he? Tosser. All this crap about, if someone waves a fake imaginary card, they're gonna get a yellow card themselves. Nothing. Here we go. Crystal Palace with the substitute. Tell you what, I like the Walker pick. I like that Walker pick. I think it's very good. Patrick's saying, oh, this is why. Patrick, you've charmed me. Patrick has charmed me. Yeah, that's what I said, wasn't it, James? Party pulling his leg away. He did catch him, but yeah, that's why it wasn't given. While we're at a bit of the pause at the moment, why not hit the like button if you are new around here? Why not hit the subscribe button if you enjoy the content, what me and Jason do? Come on, 3 likes away from 60. Let's get 3 likes at least, just to get to 60. Make it an even number to help me stop my OCD from going mad. But I do like that Walker pick. Walker is in. Done, my friend. Yeah, you have been done, mate. Bringing in that sack of shite. Well, he's better than Gabriel, isn't he? Better than Gabriel. This is arguably the worst ever game week in my history of playing fantasy football. I've had bad game weeks, but this is easily the worst ever. 30 points, and that's what it's going to stay at. 30 points. Appalling. Absolutely fucking appalling. Get this game week out the way and bring on game week 3. Is all I'll say. Go on, Eze, lad. God, it's a shame Eze plays for Crystal Palace, because he would look fantastic for another team, a more threatening team. A team with actual players that are playing ahead of him. That actually want the ball to score. Fucking garbage. Marcus is saying the reason why Walker is playing is because Stones is out. David Brown saying subscribing to Elite FPL is essential. Tell your friends. In fact, it's like Dan says, tell your friends. Oh, I watch a slightly different. Do you know what? I'm going to bring in a kanji. I'm just going to stick with my gut. I'm just going to bring in a kanji. To hell with it. I said it all along. That's what I'm going to be doing, and that's what I'm going to do. A kanji. Done. Go with your gut, for fuck's sake. Go with your gut, Steve-O. That's what you got to do. Always go with your gut. Stop trying to be clever and... As it stands right now, bonuses Odegaard 3, Saliba 2. Mr. Reed saying, I see Nketiah is doing well. Well, yeah, he's doing okay. I wouldn't exactly say that he's a fantasy football asset, but he's done okay. Although he's done better than Eze. Oh, don't worry, the animations. He's getting 2 bonus points, I can assure you. Madeline Tudor saying, I've got 2 free transfers. Martinelli and Pedro. I wouldn't be getting rid of Martinelli. Forget it. Martinelli's got Fulham next. Martinelli looked fantastic in this game. Do not even think about getting rid of Martinelli. Tyler, good afternoon, mate. Has this been the worst point scoring week for anybody on here too? Has anybody ever had any worse? Arsenal have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 players in the box. It's basically they're playing a 9-1 formation, and this is ending 1-0. Calm saying, on the watch along stream on Saturday, I said in the chat that my team wouldn't get more than 45 points. At the moment, I'm on 44. Fozzie saying, I don't think you need a wild card with just those few transfers you have planned, so it'd be a -12 then. Be a -12 basically. Vieira's coming on. Is that Vieira? No, it's Jorginho. Jorginho's coming on. Jorginho. God. And Nketiah's coming off, Mr. Reed. Nketiah is coming off. No, Edison does not do anything for me whatsoever. I have no interest in Edison at all. What was I going to do just now? There was something I was going to do. Oh yeah, check who's going up in price tonight. That's right. Well, this has been a terrible match, but well, it's not been a terrible match. It's just not been exactly particularly entertaining. Another Elite FPL Jinx stream. Mbeumo and Isaac are going up tonight. Mbeumo and Isaac, watch this space. He'll be scoring against Liverpool. Isaac will be scoring against Liverpool on Sunday evening. In fact, annoyingly, I say annoyingly, because I'm going AEW All In on Sunday. I won't have a clue what's happening in the football unless Dale tells me, but I don't really want him to. I'm hoping Dale knows nothing like me. So, yeah, I won't know anything. In fact, Sunday may be a maybe, don't quote me on this. A late night stream, but I very, very, very much doubt I'll be doing a late night stream, but you never know. Alex Volo, just be prepared. A late night stream I could be doing on Sunday. It's unlikely, but you never know. You never know. So I'm just not here. I'm never doing a match of the day watch along. I can't stand them. Even though I really enjoyed the Mark Southerns and ads. In fact, I've actually passed comment on that. Do you know why I really enjoyed that? It's because it was 2 individuals actually expressing their real emotions. And I'm not suggesting for 1 minute Mark and Naz are fake. They're not. But I just prefer watching streams where people are giving their natural reactions. And there was a moment where Mark, I clicked it on Twitter, where Mark is getting really agitated by Az, and he genuinely is just like, basically just shut the fuck up. It was glorious. But I have no interest in doing matches. Thing is, like I say, from a selfish point of view, you got to understand that, yeah, it's great for people that are watching this stuff, but for the streamer, for the person doing the stream, it's terrible. It's just rubbish. It just ends up with people like me or Jason or whatever just speaking absolute crap that no one cares about. I'm just going to quickly look through a wild card at the moment. Who was it again? Eze can clear off. Wildcard or -12? Wildcard or -12? Wildcard or -12? Wildcard. Dental plan. Wildcard. Steve-O needs new teeth. Dental plan. Wildcard. Steve-O needs new teeth. Wildcard. Steve-O. I just can't think. Yeah, this game is going to be ending 1-0, so I'm just going to be bored now. Looking at a -12, I might just do it. The thing with the -12 though is bringing in. It is meaning to bring in Sterling. I'm happy to bring in Sterling. I genuinely am happy to bring in Sterling. And then I just wouldn't do any transfers. So the following week, I wouldn't do any transfers, so I just leave it as it is. I bench Estupinan. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't even bench Estupinan. It'd be because I've got cash away at Liverpool. Estupinan at home to Newcastle. I could play that Kabore, but no. And then in game week 2, game week 5, sorry. Yeah, I don't know, -12. To hell with it. Doesn't need desperate changes, does it? It doesn't. It doesn't need desperate changes. -12, not bad. Not bad. Getting rid of 2 absolute garbage players who I've wasted my money on. Because Arsenal have got, like I said, 9 players in the box. Arsenal have got. Yeah. Yeah, just hit the wild. If you want to hit the wild card, do the wild card. No, I'm not getting rid of Rashford. I'm not getting rid of Rashford. I actually think he'll score against Nottingham Forest. Based on nothing. Based on absolutely nothing whatsoever. Animation saying I'm tempted to get him Mbeumo tonight. Do it. Genuinely, just do it. Just get him. Oh, God. I mean, written down here, like I said, is the players I would be having. And at Chelsea, I've got written down here. Well, this was before their game against West Ham, but I've got their defenders, so Chilwell. Enzo Fernandez. Oh, Crystal Palace coming close. All whipped in. Header. Terrible. Yeah, so with Brentford I've put Mbeumo, but again, these players you can't have them all. Arsenal, anybody. Tottenham, I've got Maddison. Brighton, Estupinan, Matoma, and then another attacker. Crystal Palace. If you really want to go Crystal Palace, which I'm going to cross them off. I'm going to cross Crystal Palace off the list. Aston Villa, I've got Diaby and Watkins. Liverpool, Diaz and Jota. Newcastle, Isaac. And then maybe Gordon or Barnes. Man United, Onana, if you really want to have him in. And then Man City, Haaland and Akanji. But I've got to kind of like work out. So Eze, he's doing nothing against Crystal Palace. And even if he does, I'll be putting 50p on it anyway. Sterling across the Luton game, I'd expect, let's just say, an assist. So that's what? 5 points. 5 points versus 2. Oh, Crystal Palace in the box at the moment, looking dangerous. Just get a shot away. Nothing. Arsenal are just defending. They're not defending for their lives. It's not like bodies on the line and making sure they're doing this, that and the other. It is just literally, yeah, we're pretty happy to hold off Crystal Palace. They're not exactly that threatening. Yeah, ball cleared again. Akanji clean sheet over Gabriel, so that's what, 6 points. So 6. In fact, let's just do the maths here, shall we? Where's my phone? So we're already on 12. Awful. All crossed in. Cleared. Elbowed in the back of the head. Cleared. I feel I sound like the Simpsons commentary now. All played around. All crossed in. Nearly a header. Gone wide. So yeah, I'm going with 5 plus 6. Plus Jackson 6. Plus Foden. Foden, let's just give them an assist. That's 5. That's 22. Minus 12. Minus 1 for Gabriel. Minus 2 for Eze. Fernandez, realistically, that's 5. So let's just say an assist. So minus 5. And then Watkins, I wouldn't be surprised if he scores. So minus 6. So I'd be down by minus 4. Overall, I'm predicting that I'll be overall down by minus 4. Based on some basic maths there. Odegaard is coming off. Saka is coming off. Zinchenko and I have no idea who that other player is. Kawar. I may do this minus 12 actually. Fire Talk saying, sure they score in 30 minutes of added. No, they won't be. There is no way in hell Crystal Palace are scoring in the next. It'll probably be, I reckon, 5 minutes of added time. That's it. John Harris is asking if anybody is in Hangouts after the match. Sure, Fire Talk will be. Brew. I can't be bothered to show it on screen. It takes so bloody long to put it up. I can't be bothered, mate. Just takes so long. I can't stand it. Even I'm glad Jason even commented on that the other day. He said, "Yeah, I don't blame Steve-O. It's pathetic." Here we go. We're about to find out how many minutes of stoppage time. I'm going to go with 5. 5 minutes of stoppage time of just seeing Arsenal passing a ball around to win 1-0. This game has just been so flat. Paulie is going to be waiting for Jason's reaction to the minus 12. I don't think he can be. I don't think he can be bothered. It's not even that. To be honest, it's not even that extreme. It's not even that major. To be honest with you. 7 minutes of added time. 7 minutes. 7 minutes of Arsenal playing around. Playing around, doing absolutely nothing. God, Eze. I'm pretty sure I've just talked through the moves, Brew. Akanji in for Gabriel. I've already done Foden in for Fernandez. Jackson in for Watkins. And Sterling in for Eze. So it's basically getting rid of the player that doesn't play. A player in Eze who's got nobody in front of him just to do anything. Fernandez, who just looks completely all out of sorts for Man U because they just don't have a striker. And Watkins just looked completely flat against Everton. I was not impressed by him at all. I will be putting 50p on each of these players, so whatever. I'll be doing that. But I like the look of this -12. I think I'm probably going to do it once this match ends. In fact, do you know what? I'm just going to do it now. Done. That's done. Happy days. That's the team done, sorted. That is the -12. It's not in the, like you say, it's not in the desperate need to wildcard, but if you take a few points hits and then maybe leave it for the next couple of games, I'll be happy with it. Reality is that, look, as I've just mentioned, Gabriel doesn't play. Eze is just in complete no man's land. You've then got Fernandez, who, look, we've seen him play. We've heard Jason's opinion on him. He's just a non-existent player. And Watkins, I did not see anything from Watkins where I thought, wow, I want you in my team. And I think I'll be like I say, it's looking like I'm going to be down by about four points. Let's just say worst case scenario. Worst case scenario, Gabriel starts, gets 6 points versus Fulham. Bruno Fernandes gets a goal and assist. So what's that? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 10 points. Eze gets an assist, so that's 5. So that's 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. And Watkins gets a double. Havertz has just got a yellow card, and Watkins gets a double against Burnley. But it's just not going to be happening. It's not. That's just unrealistic. Like I say, I look at probabilities, and Watkins to score against Burnley, yeah, there's a high probability. There's a decent probability on that. Gabriel going absolutely mental there about the fact that he's just put a challenge in. I wouldn't worry, mate. I don't know why you're going mental for. You don't even play. You're just trying to show that you've got passion. Yeah, and the fact that Gabriel doesn't play. No, I would have done. I brought in Bruno because he had decent fixtures against Tottenham, against Wolves, and to be honest, against whatever. David Atkinson, to be honest, people saying Bruno is non-existent and mad. Did you see him against Wolves? Against Tottenham, all right, you know. Crystal Palace, Mitchell way over the bar. Yeah, if buts and maybes, but you know, I'm just not interested in Fernandes at all. Listen to what Jason and Mark Goldbridge say. Don't really care. Emmanuel saying Watkins barely gets any returns. Yeah. Yeah, well, that's why you put money on it, animations. That's why you put money on it. Gabriel the Troll. It's more Arteta, isn't it? To be honest with you. It's more Arteta, isn't it, Jace? You know, if he's not going to start, he's not going to start. Probably start against Fulham now. Get a clean sheet and put egg on my face. One 0, Christ Almighty. This is the thing, though. I said it to my brother on a. I said it to my brother on a thing that he said about betting. You know, he put 50 quid. I don't even know where he gets the money from to do a £50 bet. I mean, I just about scraped together 50p. He's able to put 50 quid on a bet, and he said, "Oh, I'm thinking of cashing out," and yet and that's going to be the end of the game. Ball swung in. Eze was there. Ramsdale comes out, collects. That's 1-0 to Crystal Palace. Well done. But yeah, so he was talking about betting and everything, and he just made the point it was either cash out for a 36. There we are. That's the end of the game. I may as well turn it off. But yeah, it was either cash out for a 36 quid profit or go big and try and win the 200. What was it? 200 quid that he could have got, and he decides, I'm going to go with the 200 quid. All right, well. And then afterwards, it's, oh, why did I do it? It's the same with everybody. It's the same with FPL. FPL's just betting. It's the same thing. It's just betting. You're just betting on a probability that something may happen. That's all it is. It's just a probability of something may happen. And to be honest with you, Man United thrashing Nottingham Forest is not going to be happening. It's got 1-0 or 2-0 written all over it. Matty's not happy with the people that brought in what's his face? Saliba. That's all it is. Patrick, the winner here. Odegaard. Max Roberts. Odegaard. Yeah. What did I take away from that game? Nothing that I didn't know beforehand, apart from one thing. I really wish I hadn't have gone with Eze. I wish I'd... Well, again, it comes down to it, doesn't it? It comes down to betting. It comes down to betting. That's all it is. Yeah. Brilliant. Who cares? Anyway, I'm getting out of here. If you've enjoyed the stream, thanks very much for watching. Thanks for sticking around. Really do appreciate it. There may be a video tomorrow if I can be bothered. Just reflecting on it. And yeah, I'm boring myself. So yeah, as ever, if you've enjoyed the stream, hit the like button. And if you've enjoyed everything that me and Jason do, hit the subscribe button. Cheers all.